Thank you very much for joining me, viewers and subscribers. Now, the activities of non-state actors are beginning to stampede on democratic activities to a point that the continuous voter registration in some area has been stopped because of the activities of non-state actors. Now, in Kwara North, most especially in a particular local government area, INEC officials in that area have abandoned their responsibility of carrying out or conducting this continuous voter registration, and they have stopped coming out to conduct this exercise. We have spoken about the activities of non-state actors bandits in that particular area in Kwara State. So these people are not secured because of the activities or the incidents that have happened recently. Even this time that this voter registration is going on, many people have been attacked, many people have been abducted. So they have decided that they will not come out again. They cannot risk their lives since the government cannot give them that absolute protection for them to carry out this civic exercise. They will abandon it. And there is pressure coming from the authorities for these people to come out and conduct this exercise, and they said no, their lives are at risk and they are not willing to risk their lives to come out and conduct this continuous voter registration in that part of the state. I'm going to bring you the details to this effect shortly, but before I bring you these details, I want to tell you that this insecurity is happening everywhere. Now, the questions that many Nigerians are asking, including me, is now that the government have decided not to attend to these issues of insecurity, what do we do? Should we continue to sit down, fold our hands, and watch the whole country go down because of the activities of non-state actors? And the fact that the government of today have shown no willingness to address this insecurity. Just watch this video and listen to what this northern guy said about the insecurity. He restricted it to the northern part of the country where he resides, but I think it is the problem that is going on all over the country. Just watch this video, listen to him, and after this video, we'll come back and continue.
Assalamu alaikum, it's your brother Uncle K. I want to use this opportunity to once again remind us that the things that are happening in the north at the moment are not normal, and we must not treat them as being normal. It is not normal that worshippers in a masjid, over 30 people, will be killed and life will continue as if everything is okay. It is not normal that hundreds of people within a week will be massacred in cold blood and life continues as if nothing is happening. It is not normal that bandits will carry firearms walking freely in the city and members of the community are hailing them. It is not normal that a couple will be kidnapped and a ransom of over 600 million naira will be demanded. It is not normal that we have an Islamic scholar or Islamic scholars coming out to downplay or to show that there's peace in the north and nothing happens. It is not normal that negotiations would be going with bandits from a position of weakness and not from a position of strength. These things cannot be normalized. We all know that this is not normal. So what can we do? And we know that prayers alone without actions will not solve our problems. So we have to find a way. I've always maintained, I've always said it, I don't have all the solutions, but I know it's not normal. I know I am worried, and I know a lot of people are worried too. And there's no pathway for people who remain calm and just keep quiet and watch people being killed. It can never be normal. Arewa, we must wake up. We must wake up.
You've watched the video, right? Now you all listen to the questions that he asked. So he was precise about the northern part of the country. But we already know that the whole country is engulfed in this menace of insecurity. It is not just restricted to the northern part of the country. Everywhere in the country, there is insecurity. And the government of today has not shown any commitment to address this insecurity crisis going on all over the country. So we that are victims of this insecurity, because if you are not personally touched, somebody or your own part of the country is touched, somebody you know has been touched by this insecurity. Even without the insecurity harming you personally, with what is happening all over the country, if you watch these clips, if you see what is going on in this country, you will weep. So it is touching everybody. It mustn't affect you personally before you feel the side effects of this insecurity. So now that we know that the government doesn't want to do anything about this issue of insecurity, what do we have? What do we need to do as Nigerians today? Should we continue to sit down, fold our arms, and watch insecurity ravage and destroy the country while the rich, the political figures that are in positions today, carry their children and fly out in countries that the government has committed to the security of their citizens? Because that is what they are doing right now. Most of these people, their children don't live in this country. They have massive security to secure their lives and properties, while the vulnerable are the victims of these activities of non-state actors. So what are we supposed to do? Because we will say, okay, in 2027, we will not vote for Bola Ahmed Tinubu because of so many things that have gone wrong under his watch. But now that the population of Nigeria is being reduced massively on a daily basis, nobody knows what will happen to this country before 2027. So what will now be the response of most especially the youth? What do we do? Because everybody keeps saying in 2027 we will vote Bola Ahmed Tinubu out. Is there any guarantee that we will even survive to that 2027? I want to know your suggestion in the comment section. Now let's go back to my first story as I bring you the details of how these INEC officials have decided that no, they cannot put their lives on the line because of this continuous voter registration that is going on in places that are not secured. They will not come out again for this exercise until normalcy is restored in these places that are affected by the activities of non-state actors. Just listen to this, and after this, we'll come back and wrap up this update. Bandits force INEC staffs out of Kwara local government areas. Continuous voter registration stalls. According to Sahara reporters, security operatives told the publication that intelligence operatives had warned electoral officers to stay away from volatile areas, fearing they could become soft targets for marauding gunmen. Residents confirmed that INEC offices in both local government areas remained shut for most of the week, frustrating the continuous voter registration exercise which began in August. INEC staff are scared. They don't want to risk being kidnapped or attacked, one source disclosed, adding that Ladi town in Patigi has already been deserted following repeated raids by armed groups. Another source warned that the abduction of INEC personnel could not only cause a national embarrassment but also pile pressure on Tinubu administration. An INEC official who asked not to be named said staff were advised to seek clearance from security agencies before showing up at duty posts. There is no assurance of our safety. The INEC chairman has said there is no money to pay ransom if anyone is kidnapped, the official said. Residents of Patigi and Edu local government areas say insecurity is robbing them of their democratic rights. Many who want to register ahead of the 2027 general elections are now stranded. You've heard it right. And one funny thing is that their superiors are telling them to go back to work. Go back to work. When you see bandits, they attack people, they kidnap people. You are still telling these people to go out there in a place that has already been scattered and destroyed by the activities of bandits. Who will even come out to come and put and line up that, okay, he wants to register to vote? Is it not when you are alive that you vote? They are saying no. If the government wants this exercise to be carried out in every part of the country, and they believe that is very important. Yes, it's very, very important. But it is the responsibility of the government to secure these places for these officials to stay there and conduct this exercise. They cannot put their lives on the line because immediately maybe something happened to any of them. Their lives will become a story of the past immediately. Another person will be replaced. And with the nature of how the country is run by these people who have established these structures of criminality, there will be no compensation, there will be no national honor. They will just go like that. So it is their fault that these INEC officials are not coming out to conduct this exercise. Because if you had a serious government in place today, all these places they know, all these places that are being threatened by the activities of bandits, kidnappers, the community members know them. The government at the local level, they are aware of this hotspots for insecurity. So is it not for you to provide maximum security, to not just for the exercise to be conducted, to protect the lives and properties of the people? If everybody is kidnapped, if people are eliminated, who will come out to register for votes and even vote in the 2027 election? So you cannot prioritize an exercise that will not be guaranteed if the lives of Nigerians are threatened. Then you are commanding people to come out and conduct that exercise when you cannot provide security for them. Their top officials, their ogas at the top are saying go out. They have said no. I support their decision to stand their grounds and say no, they won't come out to conduct that exercise. The first thing that has to be done, every government in any part of this world, the first priority of the government is to protect lives and properties of your citizens. But here, the contrary has become the case. And then the officials will begin to push you to go and die while they stay and secure their families with the resources that are meant for the people. This country, if we start to talk about the ailments of this country, we'll not go finish. The ills of the people in elected offices today, we'll spend a whole day, we'll spend a whole year. We cannot exhaust the problems that are going on in this country. But the only thing I tell Nigerians that if we survive till 2027, please, unity is the priority, is the paramount decision that Nigerians need to take. We don't need to be divided along any lines again. I always talk about this every day. And I'm encouraging everybody, that if you are in a locality where this CVR, this continuous voter registration is going on without problem, if your areas are secured, go out there and register. From the age of 16 upward, before 2027, if you are 16 years now, before 2027, you don't reach 18 to vote. Go and vote, because it is only through that exercise that we will decide who is going to lead us in 2027. We have seen this mess and we are already exhausted and we have seen enough. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Always remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Please turn on the notification bell so that you'll be the first person to be notified whenever I have another update. Write your comments in the comment section so I can hear your thoughts and opinions about my videos, and always remember to give me a thumbs up for my videos. Thank you very much. We'll meet very soon.